guys, gals, and others to identify. Welcome back to my channel. Now today we are going to be starting off with, well, I say starting off like there's something else to be expected. But today I do have another book review for you guys. Today we will be reviewing Pretty Dark Vows by Callie Rose. I keep looking down because I do have 11 minutes on my handy dandy notebook app. But yeah, so I will be telling you guys my opinions on Pretty Dark Vows by Callie Rose. And before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Callie Rose, what I could find, because I always try to do a little bit of research on the authors before anything, and I couldn't really find too much. But so from what I understand, Callie Rose is an international romance author, and she likes to write about, you know, the bad boys, the strong female characters, and from what I understood is she liked to wrap her books around people that have redemption arcs, yes, but I would say thoroughly earned redemption arcs, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Prince Zuko's redemption arc, that was earned, you know, things of that nature. So that's a little bit about her. I'll put her website down below because she does have a lot of books, and you can learn a little bit more about her. I'll link her website, and I'll also link her Amazon storefront, because on Amazon the authors actually have like their own little, I would say like their own little pages where they have like all of their books. You can learn about them. You can learn about new books coming out. So it's pretty cool that they have that on Amazon. So I'll definitely link that below. But let's get into the review. Okay, so Pretty Dark Vows is the first book in the Ruthless Hearts series. I try to read series because, I don't know, standalone books I feel don't really give me what I really want. Like I said before, I am nosy. So I don't know. But this is the first book in the Ruthless Hearts series, and essentially there is the main character, and her name is Riley. Riley has a younger sister named Chloe, and what I'm telling you right now is it considered spoilers because it's literally the summary of the book, except I'd say a lot more cut down if you want. So Riley and Chloe are sisters, and they live together in an apartment. Riley works to make sure she could pay for Chloe, put her through college. Chloe is currently in high school at the moment, and essentially where the book starts off, we get to know them a little bit. And then, once again, this is not spoilers because this is actually in the book. Now, what happens is that, so their mother is not in their life, and their dad is a piece of shit, and their dad ends up selling Chloe to a gang called the West Point Gang to cover his own fucking debts. When I tell you, I wasn't really okay. I read the summary of the book. I was like, oh, nah, it's probably something deeper into that. No, that's literally why he decided to sell her to the West Point Gang to cover his own debts. So Chloe is, I'm gonna say, kidnapped because Chloe is the younger sister, Riley's the older sister. Chloe is then kidnapped by this gang, and the book is basically about the things that Riley goes through in order to rescue her sister from this gang. You know, like, of course, you know, Riley doesn't give a shit about her dad because he literally just sold his daughter to a fucking gang to cover his own debts because of the shit. He's like, if shit were to have shit, that would be him. Like, he is the scum of the earth. Honestly, worst dad of the fucking year award. Like, but let me not get held up on him. So essentially, Riley goes to West Point's rivals, one of the biggest rivals, which is the Rippers, I think it is. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I think it's the Rippers. Take my word for it. Or you could read the book yourself. But Riley does end up going to the West Point, one of their biggest rivals, the Rippers, and she talks to the head, I guess, the leader. She talks to the leader. His name is Maddox, and she, you know, poses idea to them. And at first they're like, very suspicioso with how we've been having these issues with them, you know, from what I understood, was the past couple of weeks. And they're like, oh, and this just falls into our lap. Nah, that don't make no sense to me. So of course they don't trust her, but you know, she's willing to pay them. She's literally willing to do anything she can to get Chloe back from these people because it's a fucking gang. Like, we know how gangs are. Gangs don't even treat women, their women members, great. And then she's not even a member. She was sold as collateral, so she's an item. Like, So essentially this book goes along that, and as Riley is working with the Rippers, or is it the Rippers or the Reapers? Why do I keep saying Rippers? See, the reason I keep saying Rippers is because Jack the Ripper is my favorite serial killer. So, hold on. They're the Reapers. The Reapers. That is my bad. See, Reapers and Rippers is too close, and I keep thinking about Jack the Ripper. So, fun fact, Jack the Ripper is one of my favorite serial killers of all time. But anyway, the gang is the Reapers. The Reapers. So Riley goes and talks to the head of the Reapers, whose name is Maddox, and his two right hand men, Dante and Logan. So it's funny enough because the night before, Riley actually never mind. I'm not gonna say that because that's technically a spoiler. But anyway, so he talks to his right hand men about it, and they're like, you know what, it doesn't seem like this is a trap, you know, let's try and help her, but we're gonna keep her at arm's length. So essentially, she, over the course of the book, she starts to get to know the three of them, and they start building this plan to not only get her sister back, but also get back at West Point because they have been messing with the Reapers and messing up their supplies. And you know how, like, if a gang hits on another gang, it's like a sign of disrespect, and the other gang loses respect, and you know how gangs work, essentially. So, that's how it goes. That is the spoiler-free version of the book. That's it. I will not say anything else. So, this book I actually had read with my Kindle app on my iPad, but you can also get it, I think, paperback and hardback. And from what I was able to find out, it's around 418 pages, according to Amazon. According to Amazon. So if I'm wrong, blame Amazon. Okay? According to Amazon, it's 418 pages. On my iPad, I didn't feel like that, but then again, I read, like, so much. I read so much, it's ridiculous. And I would just stay up all night just reading and reading and reading. But that's another story. But yeah, so 419 pages, and personally, I would give this 3.5 out of 5 stars because the story itself is great, and I feel like Callie Rose is really good at commanding your emotions in a sense. Like, for example, if there was a part in the story where Riley was feeling anxious, I was right there with her. I was feeling anxious too. My anxiety was pumping. I'm reading and I'm like, oh my God, what is she gonna do now? How are we gonna get out of this? See, we. Who is we? Suddenly I'm speaking French. Like, I don't know who we is, but I'm concerned on how she's gonna get out of this. So, excusez-moi. So yeah, like, she is really good at commanding those type of emotions, and it never feels in excess. I say 3.5, more closer to 4 stars, because like it was an emotional roller coaster. I will say that, but an emotional roller coaster, but in the good way, in a good type of way, not in a oh my God, I'm tired of feeling like this, please hurry up, you know. But it's in the organic way. It doesn't feel forced. So 3.5, closer to 4 stars. I'm not gonna say 3.75 stars. But come on now. 3.5 stars is pushing it. And on the spicy rating, I would give it 2 out of 5 chilies, simply because there's not a lot of spice in the book, and the spice that is in the book is pretty good. I'd say there's like 41 chapters, and there's like, maybe, this is a guesstimate, don't hold me to this, maybe like 5 spicy chapters. And I can't really call them spicy chapters because the whole chapter won't just be that. It'll be, you know, like before it would be like stuff that leads up into it. So the spice is good. Just me personally, I wish there was more, which is why I give it the 2 out of 5 chilies. But I am definitely interested in seeing, because I'm not gonna say that because that will tend to be a spoiler. But me personally, I do want to finish this series because I'm invested now. Like, I still think about this, even though I finished this book days ago. I still think about, you know, the characters and like, what is the second book gonna be about? How are things gonna go down? Because the way it ended really had, I was this close to buying a second book as soon as I finished the first, because I really needed to know. When I tell you I needed to know, I felt like Doja Cat, because I really needed to know. Like, I need to know. Like, oh. But I'm gonna stop talking now because I feel like the more that I talk, the more likely I am to accidentally give out spoilers. And I don't want to give out spoilers in any of my reviews. I want to try and keep them as spoiler free as possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a lot shorter than the other one I had done. And it's because I'm trying to get, I don't want to give you like hours and hours of me just sitting here talking about a book. But I do want to give you guys my thoughts. And I want you to understand that these are good books that they probably won't all be good books, but so far these are good books that I'm recommending, and I would like for you to read them. And if you do decide to read them, you know, leave your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you have read this book, don't spoil it for anyone in the chat because I do want everyone to have their own experience with it. And if you have finished the series, don't spoil it for me because I'll probably be in the corner crying for like 5 days. I'm still gonna read it, but I'll be in the corner crying, reading it, and now my book is water damaged, and that's your fault. But anyway, if you guys have any book recommendations or anything, any book recommendations, show recommendations, movie recommendations, anything that you want me to, any type of media or entertainment you would like for me to absorb, feel free to drop that down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I try to keep it short. Hope you guys enjoyed this very short book review. Once again, Pretty Dark Vows is by Callie Rose. It is available on Amazon, and she also has her own website. I will be linking the Amazon storefront and also her website down below so you can learn a little bit more about her and then see all the other things she's written, because she has written some paranormal books as well. Like when I was browsing her website, I saw like things about like werewolves and stuff like that. So she does have like, you know, a large rasta, if you want to say. But thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Every time you come around, I feel okay.